Hello, everyone. Welcome to Actual Factual Magic. I'm Joe Pillsbury. I am the author of Actual Factual Magic, the simplified guide to Walt Disney World. I'm also a longtime professional from the motion picture industry. I've been a projectionist and technician in film and digital cinema for many, many years. So I think I've got some interesting insight into television and film production. And yeah, I'd like to share some of that before we get started into the finale reaction. Let's talk a little bit about the season of the Book of Boba Fett first. So here we go again. Star Wars fans are once again here to show us that they are both the best fandom and the worst fandom at the same time. When Boba Fett hinted an appearance during The Mandalorian, everybody started to buzz, oh, we're going to get to see Boba Fett, oh, we're going to get to see Boba Fett. And when they finally made it true in Season 2 and Boba Fett was on screen, kicking ass, knocking out stormtroopers with the Bamfi stick, we all went nuts. It was awesome. It was one of the most violent and still one of the best action sequences in any of the Star Wars series. Loved it. So when Disney promised that there was going to be a series for Boba Fett at the end of Mandalorian Season 2, we were all thrilled. Book of Boba Fett's coming. The buzz went crazy. We're finally going to find out what happened to Boba Fett. How did he survive the Sarlacc pit? How did he survive all those years in the deserts of Tatooine? How did he team up with Fennec Shan? We're going to get some answers. People are so excited. So here comes the series. We finally get rolling. Maybe we're 2-3 episodes in. We're getting our answers. We see how he escaped the Sarlacc pit. We see how he survived in the desert with the Tusken Raiders. We see how he found Fennec Shan and acquired her partnership. We're getting all these answers that we all demanded, we all wanted from Disney. In about 4 episodes in, people start to complain that the series felt flat. People actually started to complain that it's spending too much time on Boba Fett's backstory and not moving the story forward, all the flashbacks and whatnot. Geez, Star Wars fans, come on. Disney responded to all our collective pleas and told us all those things that we were wondering about. And about 3 episodes in, you guys start to complain. We start to hear it again. This is just Disney cashing in on our beloved Star Wars characters again. It's blatant fan service. People were complaining that they were spending too much time explaining the Sarlacc pit and Boba Fett's time in the desert and all that stuff. Jesus, people. You can't demand Disney give you exactly what you wanted and then complain when you get exactly what you want. But it gets even weirder. So in episode 5 or so, after the whining was well underway on how Boba Fett show was kind of falling flat, the storyline starts to shift over to The Mandalorian, and we get to see Mando off to see what's happening with Baby Yoda and Grogu and Luke, and we start to get all those things again, and then people start to complain Boba doesn't even show up in this episode. What's Disney doing? Are they giving up on Boba Fett? Are we shifting over to an early preview or an early release of Mandalorian? Did Disney feel that the Book of Boba Fett was underperforming, so they grabbed episodes or they threw together this side story with Mando and Luke and Grogu and Ahsoka and and all these characters just to boost ratings? And of course that's nonsense. These shows are not shot in Dave Filoni's garage over a weekend. They don't shift gears. This whole thing was plotted out, I promise you, months and months ago. This is all part of the bigger scheme that the producers have in mind for bringing this story forward, and anybody that's a real Star Wars fan knows that this is kind of pure genius. Filoni and Jon Favreau have kind of taken these Star Wars series as a genius way to stitch the prequels, the original trilogy, and the Disney trilogy of films together with mythology and lore, and it's kind of ingenious. And if fans would just shut up and enjoy the ride, I think they'd be much happier than to have these knee-jerk reactions and complain at any second that something happens that isn't what they want to happen. I don't think people understand how writing or storytelling works anymore. There's bound to be things that you don't like that happens in the course of a story, and that's what makes stories interesting. If everything was predictable, if everything went the way you wanted it to go, it'd be so dull, it would be so boring, it would be so predictable, and just who cares about that stuff? You have to have faith in the writers and producers and directors who make these shows, that they've got a direction to go. And yes, sometimes they're going to let you down, but maybe they're going to let you down for a reason. Maybe that's part of what drives the overall story in a better direction. So be patient. Let's see what's happening. Now that we're up to the finale of the Book of Boba Fett, I personally hope this finale is filled with fan service. I want to see Luke, I want to see Grogu, I want to see Ahsoka, I want to see everybody we've seen so far come back to the table. I think we know, even though fans are still complaining that, oh, we're getting Mandalorian Season 3, I think we know by the scene where we got to see Cad Bane and Cobb Vanth face off in the desert that the story's coming back. The story's coming back to Tatooine in a big way. So, let's see what happens there. But people, have faith. Bring it on, Disney. Bring the fan service. I'm ready for the finale of the Book of Boba Fett. Well, I spent hours editing a really cool reaction video for you. It turned out great, but YouTube is calling it for copyright violations, even though it's trimmed way down and I took out all the music. I can't seem to get it past YouTube's filters. So we'll just talk about it. The season finale of Boba Fett turned out to be awesome. We got more than I thought we would get. I was completely blindsided by the Rancor. Sorry to see Cad Bane die, but good to see Boba Fett take him out. Kind of apples and oranges there. And good to see Cobb Vanth come out the healing tube, and hopefully we're going to see more of him next time in Mandalorian, or if there's another season of Boba Fett. But they rescued the character, so that's fun. Again, sorry, I had a great piece all shot. I spent literally the entire day editing it, and I just can't get it past YouTube, so I'm tired of fighting it. But I think the commentary at the beginning of this is entertaining enough to send it out there. So my apologies if you're waiting for that reaction, but what can you do? The forces that be. The force is enforced on YouTube, I guess. So anyway, please like, subscribe, comment. Let me know how you felt things should have gone. See if you agree with me about my take on the Star Wars fandom and how weird they were during this entire series. Would love to hear from you. Let's build an audience here. Again, this is Joseph Pillsbury. I am the author of Actual Factual Magic, Simplified Guide to Walt Disney World, and I hope you had fun.